Well, I'd like to say it's a warm welcome this morning to EVES Rotorua, but it's rather chilly outside, but it's nice and warm on the inside here, which really does put you in a great stead for buying a property here. Good morning and a very warm welcome here to our EVES Rotorua office. We've just got the one auction for you this morning, and of course that's been marketed by Joy Kelly. Everybody knows Joy. I don't think there's a house left in Rotorua that hasn't been sold by Joy or somebody has purchased it through Joy. So look, auctions are no different, folks. We do have documentation that we need to go through. I guess by way of introduction, I'm Grant Child. I'm simply going to facilitate proceedings here today. And way over in the distance there in the other side of the Bay of Plenty, Robin Cotter is actually looking after the live stream for us. So if anything goes wrong on here, it's all Robin is the one that you blame for it. Let's just quickly go through the documentation that you need to be aware of today. Buyers, obviously the Buyers and Sellers Guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. They are available over there on the table just as you come in through the door. Any bids today are on the basis that we've provided you with that document. So let's go to the most important one, and that is also available over there on the table, and it's a finalised copy of the draft terms and conditions of sale that have been widely circulated out there in the marketplace throughout the marketing period. By way of any bidding today, I'm going to assume that you read, understood, accept that contract that we worked to. A very clear, concise document indeed, and as is standard at auctions, you bid on a cash unconditional basis, and you are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. What you see in blue there on the screen there, folks, is a repeat of what's on the front page of the contract. That's what we refer to as the conduct of auction. And again, as with the rest of the document, any bids are on the basis that you have read, understood and accept everything in the documentation, including the conduct of auction. I remind you of a couple of important points. Firstly, your obligations, should you be successful today, which will be signalled by the contract meeting my palm as such. Your obligations then, prior to any commencing any celebrations, is of course to sign the contract and pay your deposit. Just 10% of the purchase price is all we require today. The balance is then payable on settlement date, and I'll refer to that shortly. The only other thing I just want to remind you of, folks, is any vendor bidding. Right, vendor bidding, I'm the only one that's authorised to submit vendor bids. They will always be well south of the seller's reserve price. They are simply a technique that I will use if I've only got one person that's bidding on the auction. I will use the vendor bids to get you to a point where we can pause the auction, continue discussions with you, and help you see if we can help you purchase the property. Of course, vendor bids will be fully disclosed to you as well. So happy to answer any questions at this junction before we move on and have a little bit of a conversation about the property itself. No questions? Excellent. Everybody's obviously done their homework. So as you see there on the screen, folks, number 2 Roosevelt Road there in Western Heights here in Rotorua. And I would suggest to you buyers, you and your family are in for a complete lifestyle overhaul once you take occupation and move into this property on the 16th of January. That is your settlement date. That is the day that you will meet with Joy, pick up the keys to your new home, and something very special indeed. I just want to cover off all the legal aspects of the property before we go too much further. It is a freehold estate, 712 square metres of good old Kiwi terra firma is what you buy here today, and that is all as described in record of title 55502 in the South Auckland Registry Office. Joy, any changes to the channels list that you've had circulated? No changes there, so everything is all as circulated. So that really covers off all the legal aspects, folks. Now this particular property here, as you can see there on the screen, it has been meticulously looked after, and not only meticulously looked after, but to a very high standard indeed. I can assure you folks that your family gatherings, your dinner parties and your day-to-day meals are going to taste so much better when they are prepared in that kitchen you see on the screen, just to remind you and re-whet your appetite of what you're buying here today. You've got the fantastic indoor-outdoor flow with the private deck off the lounge area. That's all ready and waiting for you to entertain your guests, family and friends. Imagine, you're going to have to wait until next Christmas, but imagine your Christmases in a home like this, something very special indeed. Look at the way those bifold doors just open up there and out there, and even just sitting in the lounge looking at the wonderful greenery there, that is really your own created view there. So you've got the brand new double garage that comes with it as well. You can rest easy at this place while the kids roam and pets roam freely because you've got it fully fenced, and of course you've got those automatic gates as well. So all I can suggest to you buyers is your beautifully presented 1950s solid concrete stucco home awaits you here at number 2 Roosevelt Road. Looking for an opening bid. We do have conditional interest has been expressed through Joy for the property, so cash buyers, you get the first opportunity here. Otherwise, I'm simply going to close the auction down and we'll keep working with our conditional buyers. First call now for a start. You set the benchmark. Where do we say go, buyers? Second time. Your final opportunity. If you're in that position of cash, now is the time to put it forward, and we'll see if we can help you buy the property. Otherwise, confident you'll be competing with conditional buyers afterwards. Final opportunity. Well, Joy, if they're giving us no cash here today, I'm going to close the auction. Those conditional buyers are going to look forward to hearing from you probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes, letting them know that the property is still available. And I know the way you operate, you will have a sold sticker on the signboard in no time at all. Thanks for your attendance today, folks. Good morning, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.